Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Hitman Freelancer and to the Common Sense Challenge, where ordinary items are all we're using today. No gold-plated shotguns for us. And it's going well. We are approaching the 4th level. Well, we're starting the 4th level. We haven't picked the maps yet, but we shall do that now. And I've kind of forgotten which maps we've done recently because I haven't played for a week or two. More on that later. That generally looks like a nice set of maps. It's got another Mumbai that we have seen recently, but I do like Mumbai. The rest of the maps, yeah, we've seen New York, but heck it, let's go for some sick games. And New York might be our showdown, or Mumbai, or Scale. Hawke's Bay has showed up again. It's been forever since I've seen Hantu. What does Hawke's Bay want us to do? Wants us to open a safe, maybe? Suit only, distract target, eliminate guard's SMG. I see no reason why we couldn't do all of that. Collateral kill accident, though, is the only prestige that would work for us. And I'm not sure how easy that will be, given as we're going to be running around SMGing everyone on the map, probably. What about Dubai? That wants us to shotgun guards, destroy cameras, and take no damage. Seems more pleasant with a collateral. Just because we can get around the map more stealthily, because we can get an outfit. Let's start with Dubai. So, collateral accident. We are allowed to bring anything that's common or below on the rarity front. So we can't bring lockpicks, but we can bring crowbars. So we'll bring one of those along, I think. Collateral accident does mean things like puddles of death. Could be an option. So potentially we could bring a screwdriver, but we can also use a pistol for all of that. Destroy cameras, take no damage. I don't think we need that much in the way of gear. Obviously a shotgun would be nice. Silence pistol, we've got exactly one that we're allowed to bring. Shotgun, I think we'll go with the ICA tactical. And then maybe, as I've been doing recently, I will pop upstairs and have a look around to see what freebies we can gather, such as coins and rusty nails. And then we'll head to Dubai, cause some trouble. Okay, chilling out in the art area. That's fine. And our targets appear to be upstairs. Carl Thorne in the control room. Okay, that's possibly good for an accident. And Mushtaq is up in the lounge. Oh, there's a third target. They are in fact down below somewhere. Hussein Ali, they might be a guard that patrols back and forth in the atrium. So as mentioned, I haven't played for some time. I've got 2 other games on the go now which are just starting on the channel, so I have been working my way through them. Can I get this door to close so I can break in there? That's shit. Yeah, I have been playing a lot of the Thaumaturge recently, and Dishonored, Death of the Outsider. Both of those games are coming to the channel very soon. They're probably already actually out. The first episode of each might be out right now. So, if you like things that aren't Hitman, then that's cool. We can all enjoy those together. Now, that's got some attention. Yes, you go and look at that. You're coming around here because you think you've seen me. I mean, we don't need to be subtle here, do we?
Knocking innocent people out.
Oops. Okay, we've done what I wanted. Now, let's move some bodies about. Because we have all sorts of stuff here. We've got a wire we could expose. We've got a water cooler. I smell a collateral accident in the making. Is the generator already on? It sounds like it is. So let's make the puddle. Let's stand well clear. And yep, puddle's in play. That should be a collateral accident. And yet it's not. Why is it not? Because apparently the top guy wasn't in the puddle, even though he's clearly lying on top of it. Well, that's a bunch of butts, isn't it? Oh well. Guess we'll turn off the Jenny. We could take one of their outfits. But we could also pop up top and take a guard outfit. Or a janitor outfit, so... yeah, mayhap we'll just leave those two there to be discovered when the third tech crew member from downstairs comes up. I'm disappointed that wasn't a collateral accident. Because it clearly should have been.
Oh shit, I must go and get the from the
But hey ho, we're going to be a maintenance guy. Now we've got to figure out what we're going to do. I think propane, probably. Propane is good. So let's see. We could destroy some cameras by doing the thing in here. Car battery. That could be useful. Maybe we'll drop it on the floor for now. We'll come back to it if we need it. I don't really want to destroy the cameras right away. I'd like to know where they are so I can get my destroy cameras objective. But it's good to know that I've got the card now so I can deal with the cameras as and when I want to. We've got a key, that's also great. So we could stroll around and about. No propane out there, is there? Not much of anything in here except a shortcut to upstairs. So where would we get propane up here? Do we want to stick with this outfit or do we want to be a guard?
Jeez.
This could be a guard we could shotgun, you know. If we drag him up to this end of the room especially,
Hello.
then he's probably quite a long way away from anyone who might hear a shot. Maybe we'll go with his outfit as well, just so we can walk around with a shotgun in our hands. And yeah, no one heard that. Good. There is a camera there. I thought there was. So that's one of 3. No one's discovered those accident bodies yet, but that's fine. And let's see. Okay,
Hello.
you're having your conversation.
Yeah, just wanted to remind you about the lockdown drill tomorrow. That's right, 900 hours. And the key cards to activate the alarms are still in the safe in this...
And there we go. We've got our security key card so we can get upstairs without causing too much of a ruckus. Is there propane up here in like the maintenance section or anything? That would be nice. Getting rid of this guy is always nice because it gets us a staff key. And if we do need a civilian outfit, that one will allow us round and about. Fish. So let's have a peek and see what's going on and where it's going on. Camera somewhere in this vicinity.
I got it. I'll get issued one.
There it is, it's on that wall.
You know how it works? Because I don't.
Our Royal Highness has never complained about it before.
I'm sorry.
And in here we've got a rusty crowbar. We've got 2 fully functioning crowbars, so that's not really required. Ah, there is a camera in here. Interesting. Doesn't matter if bodies are found, so that guy can go down. That camera can go. But yeah, no propane. about down here? There's certainly another camera. So that's an objective out the way. Potentially, actually. Put you on your butt. And then we finish off our shotgun challenge as well. You gonna finish hiding yourself, friend, or do I have to do the job for you? There we go. Sweet. So it's just collateral accident, really. If we can somehow drag our target out here, that would be great. Oh yeah, one of those bodies didn't get killed, did it? Because the collateral accident failed. So there is somebody downstairs who knows that someone's going around knocking people out. But that's cool. The guy who saw us and is the unconscious witness is the guy who we iced, so that's fine. And also we've changed outfits instead. So it's not a problem. Cameras. Get off. Do we just briefcase our shotgun? Given as we've briefcased it, we can now switch into a civilian outfit if we wish. Starting to think there might not be any propane up here anyway. And there's our target. He's in here. If we could knock him out whilst he's under the chandelier, and then we could shoot the chandelier, that would potentially work out for us. Okay, she's turned the generator back on, that's fine. How would we want to go about this plan? Would we have to do it from ground level? Is it even a good plan? If we had dart guns, life would be easy. Of course. The fact there's 3 people in there. Let's try switching outfits. Luckily that guy didn't see that, but let's close that door in case we get spotted when we switch back. Let's drop our briefcase off because we don't need a shotgun right now. So, in this room... Oh, one of the guards has wandered off. Oh heck! Oh, that's unfortunate. She got electrocuted while she turned the Jenny back on. We might have made one of those death puddles then, that I so enjoy.
Out of my way, waiter.
Now, 3 guards in here. We can't shutter this place, can we? Like you can in story missions, I don't think.
Checking out some strange noises. Stand by.
Now, if that guy were to turn his back to us, if he were to go and sit back down, that would be nice. But if he's not going to,
Okay.
then we'll lure this guy further down. Or if we can lure this guard into this room, that would be great.
Games here.
Come on, friend, lose your question mark. There we go.
Huh?
Yes, you come on in, friend. I've got a plan. You say that. Now we've got a guard left. Who comes and goes, admittedly. Yeah, maybe when that guard has gone, we are okay. Although there might be upstairs guards that look
waiters,
down.
they'll be, well, waiters.
Where are you going? You're leaving. There is a guard upstairs who patrols. Now, you are under this, aren't you? You definitely are now. So, a guard over there isn't going to see that. Okay. We could possibly lure him. Or is he going to see it when he... There we go. Good.
Dispatch. Someone's down. Investigate.
Yeah, you come and investigate, my friend. Perfect.
Please get up.
There we go. We got our collateral accident. This is good. I guess we'll put this guy in a box as well, because they might end up dragging bodies into this room and we don't need any additional complications. Now it's just a case of deal with our last target. And this outfit might be good for lower floors because it is not an outfit that's usually used on lower floors, so it might not have many enforcers. We can also buy a couple of freelancer tools.
Take care now. Don't be a stranger.
And I think we can probably get a good sniping spot from over here. We are trespassing, but now we're not. So, there's our map. There he goes. And his body probably won't even be found where he's landed, so that's good. So aside from accidentally electrocuting a tech staff member who didn't deserve it, we've done alright there. Any enforcers on the way to the elevator? Doesn't look like it. Ah, they dragged the body out to the maintenance area and they found a knocked out man. But that's cool, because we are long gone. We're not answering any questions about knocked out janitors today. So there we go, perfect run to start the day. Now, timed hide and seek is our only prestige option. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath when we go to Hawke's Bay. Timed hide and seek might not be the best bet. I'd still like to save that as a potential blow open safe type job. Timed hide and seek on New York's probably not bad. Hide target bodies again though, that screwed us last time we were there. What about Berlin? Timed hide and seek. Eliminate guards SMG. Poison target emetic. Don't blow your disguise. That could work. So to poison our target emetic. Syringes are common. Good. So we'll use a syringe probably. We could use a vial. We could probably afford to bring both. Trusty crowbar. We need an SMG, obviously. And we've got some little pocket-sized ones. We've got our pistol as well. Potentially, we bring a sniper rifle. Because we can carry them openly as a guard. Maybe we leave the poison vial behind because our targets might not eat or drink. And maybe we bring... Oh, it's a size 5 though. Do we have a size 4? That one's a bit cheaty because it's silent, so I'd rather not use that. But it is our only size 4 sniper. I'm just thinking that sniper rifles are a friend of time trial because of how they can hit buggers from the other side of the map without you having to get up close and personal. But I suppose a pistol can, in a pinch, as we demonstrated on the last map. So yeah, we'll leave sniper. We will bring the vial after all. And then we'll pop upstairs again and see if we can't find a coin or a rusty nail. And then we'll hit the clubs. No coin, no nail. But I was kind of hoping we started in this location because coin. So that's jolly good. Who are we after? We're after Earl, who's not far away. We're after Burkhart, who's also on this floor and not far away. We did have a third target, didn't we? Yeah, we do. Where are they hiding? Oh, there they are. Abe, who's hanging around up there picking mushrooms. So, it's going to be interesting trying to deal with them when we are looking at timed hide and seek. So, what have we got? We've got a cupboard there. And we do have a guy in the next room kind of thing. So what if we did that? Oh, okay. Sending them, are you? Well, we're trespassing in here, but that's okay. I was kind of expecting that guy would be the one who comes in, but alas. Maybe getting that guy's outfit isn't going to happen. We've only got our crowbar, so we can only open doors in a noisy sort of way. Oh, this door's not locked. Okay. That's good news, at least. Don't really matter who we get here, we just want an outfit of some sort. Oh, so of course we get a woman who doesn't have an outfit for us. Very well. Who's next? Probably a bloke. Good. It's a bloke. That's a DJ. Cool. Sweet. Now we're allowed around and about. We're not that worried if his body's found, and I'd rather keep the box free for us to climb into. So our target comes and goes. Oh, is there a key over here? There might be a key. Staff area key. Fantastic. Now you two hang out. There are guards over there, so we don't really want to cause any trouble. Those two aren't going to hear if I do anything over here. And if I wait, yeah, no one over there can see us really. So we could just lure someone around this corner and then give them a little tickle with the crowbar. We should be able to get away with that. No one down there can see us, so she comes over here and gets in the box, and we get in the box. And it did look like our man over there does have a drinky every now and again, so maybe we could get away with poisoning his beer, or we could lure him around the corner and then give him a little prick. Either works. Yes, here he comes. Got him.
Hey, come out if anyone's there.
Now he's panicking a bit for some reason. That's fine. That's that lad down, and in the box we go. We could take his outfit potentially, but I don't know, let's stick with DJ for now. Next target is a guard who goes onto the dance floor. We can unlock this door now, should we need to. Okay, we're trespassing in this room as a DJ. This is for cleaning staff only, I guess. Maybe we go up a floor. We just plink this man. Because we can shuffle across here. Very much trespassing. DJs shouldn't be doing this, but we can just claim it's because we're like an artiste and this is weird shit that we do in our spare time. There's somewhere we can climb up. There it is. And now we're no longer trespassing. Wonderful. Where's the box? It's just over here. So a man's below us. No one's really watching us if we stand around here, right? Let's get the old gun out. Yeah, no one cares that we've got a gun out, which means we're not being spotted by anyone. So at some point, guard friend will come back onto the dance floor. Oop. We got his attention. Now he's stood in such a place that we just can't quite see his head. There we go. So people know where that shot's coming from. But that's cool, because we're in a box. Now it's just a case of running up to Abe and taking him out. Then we can worry about SMGing people. Okay, we're trespassing in there. And in here. Now we're not. Now we're just a civilian in civilian places. Do we need another hiding spot? On our way to Abe. There's one here, isn't there? Yeah. Now we can enjoy the fresh Bavarian air. And go and find our chum, who's just enjoying the nature. It is nice out here. A full-on sort of forested wilderness type level would be cool. Shuffling around the gardens of Dartmoor doesn't really cut it. There he is. You there. Time's up. And there we go. Oh, we got a mushroom. Nice. So how do we get away with killing 3 guards with a noisy SMG? There might be guards up here at the petrol station. There might not be many of them. The smart play might be knock them all out first, then just go round and dome them afterwards. I assume that we're not trespassing up here. I hope there's guards up here on this version of the map, but it looks like I could be wrong. I'm not seeing anyone, because I don't want to blow my disguise, you see, so I don't just want to shoot people and then have their buddy turn around and see me before I can also shoot them. But this version of the map, the drop, we are guardless. So back down we go, and I guess it's going to have to be in the biker den or something like that. Biker den's probably the safest bet. I should be able to isolate 3 guards. Top floor. Knock out everyone who's up there, line them all up, blast them all, and then run away. Take an outfit off the first one to help. Yeah, I think that could work. Which body's been found there? Is that the guy I crunched? It might be. They might have been moving another body, and they've come across him as well. Not our problem. Also, I guess I should check where Supplier Friend is. They are in their normal sort of spot, which I think we can get to quite easily. There we are, trespassing in here as DJ. Okay. That kind of makes matters a little more awkward. I was just going to come in here and climb up and go through a window, but I don't want to blow my disguise, so we'll go the long way to get Supplier Friend. We probably don't even need them, but they might have 1 or 2 freelance tools about their person. Oh, okay, we can't go that way. That's DJ. This outfit's not very helpful, to be honest. It's just cool. And our staff area key may not work with that door. Oh no, it does. Good. But we are still trespassing, so we need to be careful of the folks that are out here. Oh, frig. I didn't realise there were people down there.
Let me see your hand.
Oh god, it's because it's the elusive target version of the map. Okay. Bollocks.
Damn it, he's gone.
Piss and bollocks.
All right. Hey, come out and we'll talk. No need for any crazy stuff.
Oh, I think there's a need for crazy stuff. I just wonder how crazy that stuff should be.
Nothing. Standing by.
Back to DJ.
What do you need? I might have it.
Absolutely.
What you got, friend? You got a syringe. Okay, we did that for a
I'm
syringe.
here if you need more.
Bloody elusive target. I didn't realise they came down this corridor at any stage. Now they've ruined everything. They've ruined everything. Don't be looking sus at me, you lot. I'm just a guy. Alright, so let's come out here. Is anyone watching us? Maybe not. But also that camera doesn't seem to be seeing us, so that's good. Cool. Okay, so we have blown Don't Blow Your Disguise, which is sad, but we can still press on. I shouldn't have gone to the supplier, there was no real need. Also there's a camera there. Get fished. Should probably do something about these pesky cameras before we start gunning down people. Now, let's see. Okay, this guard is just an idiot, generally speaking. Is he close enough for that? No. Did I leave my crowbar behind? Pish. That would be where I threw it at the guy's head. I did throw it at his head, didn't I, rather than... I think it's where we knocked out that staff member downstairs anyway. I could be wrong. We'll go back and grab it afterwards. Once again, going to visit the supplier was a terrible idea. Also, did I forget to pick up a freelancer tool from the crate when I completed the last mission? Maybe. Maybe that's the case. Fished. So that's you out of the picture. There is another guard up here, just the one. They don't realise that we're sus, so they can be fished as well. And let's start blasting. Gunshot heard. Yep.
Come on, how copy, over? I think someone is firing a gun.
Cool.
We
So
got a
people
shooter! Move out!
heard all that,
Understood.
because of course they did. What if we were to go further upstairs? Ah, first body's been found, but that's on the other side. That's the clothed guy. Maybe we just take out someone over here. Although we do have a courier as well. I wasn't expecting courier. Let's get you out of the picture.
Why do I have to do everything here?
Those two guys get fished.
There you are. We've got trouble.
Maybe we leave these two guys and we get the one further down.
Some poor soul has
Because I think we want to go this way. So folks would have heard that, for sure.
I need some assistance.
But we're just going to leave that area. Oh, we could have actually gone down through the roof, couldn't we? And potentially got back
Hey,
to our supplier that way. But that's okay. We'll just come around this way and go in as I was going to do before as the DJ. Since I've recently discovered this drain pipe and I want to climb it at every opportunity. So up we go. And through the window we go. This guy doesn't recognise us, which is great. And there's our crowbar. Yeah, we're just going to take that. Nothing for you to worry about, my man. And aside from a moment of madness where I went to visit the supplier despite knowing full well they had one or two freelance tools at best, we got away with everything. Pretty decent run. Now this time I'm hoping the blow up safe doesn't show up as a prestige, because if it does I'll be inclined to do Hawke's Bay right away, and I'd rather save an alerted map for next week. Okay, that's good. Collateral accident, timed hide and seek, or silent assassin suit only. We could do all three of those. We're probably not doing silent assassin suit only. The fact that New York has high target bodies kind of makes me want to save it for a showdown. I think we did Mumbai fairly recently, so scale's probably a good bet. Sadly, we can't do silent target takedown rare melee, but we can bring an assault rifle to eliminate some guards. And theoretically, we can also take no damage in the process. Might not be too bad, to be honest. Now, is a collateral accident easier than hide? Yeah, collateral accident I'll take over hide and seek, I think, because hide and seek can get you into bother. We'll bring the Sega AR-552 because it looks cool and futuristic. We'll bring our silenced pistol to help us in the old collateral accidents. Yeah, I'll go and do the usual foraging upstairs. If I find a nemetic mushroom, I'll probably just turn it into a nemetic syringe and then pop it back in the briefcase. But if I find a nail or a coin, that'd be great. Here we are in sunny Scale. Well, it's a bit cloudy, but it's daytime. That's nice, we like daytime. We've got a few different targets scattered about. In the dungeon, we've got Stephen Girardo. We've got Judy up there on the stage area with the Phoenix and whatnot. And then we've got John Doe in or near the Architect's Lounge. So what's the plan? I think step one, as usual, is going to be grab an outfit. Easiest outfit to get that's actually useful is event staff. That'll allow us to get to a few new spots here and there, such as through here and upstairs. Although, if you've got a target near the catacombs, then let's just come up this way and see what we can see. We've also got a target over there. Ah, is she in the room below the Phoenix actually? Maybe. Yeah, she's in the backstage area. And our other target is actually downstairs. Oh yeah, I always confuse catacombs with crypt. Because I'm a big spoon. But that's okay. We're going to knock out these two guards in here and then maybe get started on assault rifle kills. Because these two guys always tend to have a rough time of it. There's certain guards on certain levels that just always get knocked out. Whether it's because they're an easy outfit or they're guarding cameras, or they're just generally in the way of a popular route. And these two guys are definitely on that list. Lots of people would have heard that, but by the time they find their way down here, we'll be long gone. Now, if we could knock out everyone in this room, that would be great. Because there's an oil drum over there, so that would be collateral accident sorted. No one can really see in here, can they? But good, that man heard that. We like this. I don't think those guards are going to come this way.
Not right.
So that guy should remain knocked out.
Over there. Copy.
Yeah, you guys just do your thing. Let's separate these two. It's not
I cannot accept
1,000,000%
when
necessary.
people are just throwing things around like this. Find out what the hell is going on, please.
But there we go, we've done it. Now, I'm going to put this guy in a box. And I'm going to use the guard as my collateral. Because of my normal code of not killing civvies unless necessary. Let's puncture the oil drum. Good. Let's line them up. Hopefully this goes better than the attempted electrocution back in Dubai. Make sure they're both good and touching the oil. I assume those guards' bodies were found outside, but I don't think that's a major problem. Those two are both thoroughly in the oil there. This is going to go okay. Good.
someone go see what the funk that was?
Okay, that guy actually heard the shots. But that's cool because he is not a problem. Someone might go and see what that was, and they will find that a dreadful accident has occurred. And nothing more. Let's grab our briefcase. Just in case it comes in handy. And we've got a boot on there as well that we can push. So let's do that. You are... I could take you out and chuck you in a box or something like that. Is the other bod still out there, or has that one been moved? Okay, that one's been moved. Yeah, it's possible that people are going to come in here as part of their investigation into that accident. So maybe I don't want to be icing that guy right now. Where's he taking the stiff?
What a day.
Just there, okay. No, you're not suddenly going to turn into an enforcer, are you? Fantastic. And we're allowed through here, even better. And there's our target. Amazing. And he's moving into a fairly quiet room. Could this be any more useful for us? Whee! I was considering assault rifling him to get that third one out of the way, but I'll never turn down a push opportunity if one arises. Now, maybe the accident kills is a good place to assault rifle a third guard. And then we just flee the scene. Ooh, key. We'll take that. So the other body has already been dragged. This one is coming with. Let's see. Oh, I was going to say let's get our assault rifle out in here, but we're already wearing it, so that's fine. Cool. So we've caused a ruckus, but that's okay. We're nowhere near the scene of said ruckus. And now we just need to get upstairs to find John Doe. Do we keep our current outfit? We're going to be trespassing if we go upstairs. If we go too far upstairs. I kind of want to keep the briefcase, so that would limit us on climbing. Although there's sus guards out there, so maybe now is the time to start climbing before they come in here and try and do me in. Okay, they've given up. Never mind. Would have been nice if one of them was a more important guard, but that's okay. We'll just crunch that guy because we can get away with it. Now we are allowed upstairs at least one more floor. And we are allowed in the art gallery, so we can make some progress towards our next target. But we do have to watch out for psychopathic elite guards that just want to fire on everyone who comes close. Now, how are we going to get higher? There's an elite guard. I guess we just come out here, don't we? We do the usual sort of thing and get a raider outfit. We do have a rusty old nail about our person, so we'll use that now.
Here we are, Mr. Janice. Don't you look handsome? Why, if I didn't know any better, I'd say you died.
Up we go. Yeah, maybe we skip raider and we just go straight for elite guard. It's not a difficult outfit to grab, because this guy is just begging to be got. He's another of these guards who just gets it every time you visit the level. Now, I did hear a courier, but I think we're okay to dispose of this gent. Hey. Maybe we don't need our briefcase, because this outfit is generally the best. Is that an elite guard we're after? It looks kind of like an elite guard silhouette, but I could be wrong. They're in that one room. Okay, but Yeah, they might be an elite guard who
Sophia the steamer. What's she up to this time?
is in there. Let's see, we're not allowed in that door. I don't know if this guy's going to be an enforcer or if he is an elite guard.
How are you today?
But there's also at least one other person in that room part of the time, maybe all of the time. And there's a courier. Of course there's a courier. But yeah, he's not an enforcer, so courier can piss off. I don't know if that other woman would hear any violence that occurs in this room. Oh, she does turn, okay. Now courier's coming back. It's not ideal. There's too many people in this room.
This is the last.
Now you're going to turn away, good. You're going to get knocked out.
Calm down, calm down. I'll check it out.
But knocked out
So,
is all that you get. Folks are
Body
panicking.
on the ground. Moving in.
We can't clear this room out any further because there's just too much traffic. Let's make sure we don't use that SMG because that's against the rules. Yeah, we can't knock this woman out and box her because courier is just going back and forth all the time.
Okay, enlighten me here.
That elite guard has been summoned in now to find the machine gun. What if we stood over here and then our elite guard... Oh no, our elite guard's going down the stairs. Okay.
Get out of our way, okay?
hey, I'm not an idiot.
The purpose here. He has to be. Find him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. Body hasn't been found. Good. So that allows us time to sneak in here. Where lots of people are a bit sus about us, but that's okay. And we're close to an exit. Don't know where the supplier is. Don't care. Not after last time. And this time our run has been as perfect as it can be. Because 3 out of 4 was the best we could hope for. So we'll take it. There we go. Pretty straightforward stuff. One snafu on Berlin with the old supplier debacle. But other than that, I think things went pretty well today. Join us next week when Hawke's Bay inevitably turns into a bloodbath after about 4 seconds, and then assuming we survive that, on to Mumbai and New York. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.